Happy Wednesday, everybody, or whatever day you happen to be watching this.
Well, welcome back. Well, hello. Was that the Seinfeld
yes,
episode?
that was the Seinfeld.
Well, hello.
And welcome to another episode of Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. And this is a very special episode where we reveal our brand new mascot. Does that mean we had a mascot before? No, that does not. We actually didn't have a mascot before.
When we were knee-deep in coronavirus back in March, we had Chingo.
Well,
we were doing it out of our house.
Yes, but they're not really our mascot. They're part of the family. They're our family members. This is a mascot.
Well, this little guy... Okay, so let's recap when we last watched Staying Up with Pat and Jodi. I had seen an Instagram post by somebody who said this was the perfect social distancing animal. And there was a picture of this animal on a leash. And boy, oh boy, people were staying away from this animal. And let me tell you something. I think I know why. I'm just saying, nobody's coming near me.
Why?
Well...
Why would they stay away from such a cute little animal?
I know, he's adorable.
I don't get it.
He's adorable. And he's right here with us right now.
Maybe the name in the title of the show will answer that question.
Yes.
Because we have our new mascot here. We call him something different. I call him Mr. Stinko.
I like I Stinko.
And you call him I Stinko.
Because you came up with I Stinko.
I call Mr. And I is just like kind of a statement.
Right, so this is little Stinko.
Right here, put him up here in the middle so people can see him.
I got to be careful because he's afraid.
He's afraid.
And you don't want his tail to
point
go
him. Point him towards you. Point the butt towards you. Here.
Take him. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Oh.
You don't want him to spray.
Oh, look how cute.
You don't want him to spray.
Yeah. There's the tag. I'm showing the tag. I should have cut the tag off. I didn't sell it. Woo! Mr. Stinko. Mr. Stinko, the new. Maybe it could be a hat too. You can just leave him on there. Hi, Mr. Stinko. So, wait. Let's see. Mr. Stinko.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I can't see you, though.
I'm hiding. I'm looking right in Mr. Stinko's butt right now. It wouldn't sound like that, nor would it sound like that if he sprayed me. You would hear
it doesn't sound like that when I look up your butt.
No, well, that's for sure. Probably about the same response, I think.
It stinks.
Mr. Stinko. Yes.
So our socially distant skunk has arrived.
Skunk. Yes.
You don't want to know how much trouble I went through to get this skunk. I told you people last week that this show would have a skunk. And it does. So for the entire rest of COVID-19, we are going to have a socially distant skunk.
Skunk, yes.
Week after week.
That's to keep all the trolls away. He only shoots at trolls.
Oh, I've got one troll named Sasha. That she. Did I say that out loud?
I think so, yeah.
Banks.
Sasha Banks, yeah. She's been following you and trolling you and calling you names.
She's been calling me names. She's taking everybody's money to the bank.
To the bank.
Okay.
Money in the bank.
Money in the bank.
Oh, wait, that was Oscar.
Oh, yeah, Oscar.
I
got to be honest with you, but everybody, please tell us how you like Stinko. I Stinko. Mr. Stinko. Tell us which name you like better. Do you like I Stinko or do you like Mr. Stinko?
Yeah, I'm going to type that in here, too.
I like I Stinko. I just think it's funny, and it sounds very Latin. I don't know. It just reminds me of going somewhere, and somebody goes, I Stinko. I'm like, okay, you Stinko.
Nobody ever says that anywhere.
Are you kidding?
No.
Well, maybe not anymore because of the COVID thing, but I Stinko. Who would even say that? Like, I Stinko. Well, I guess if you want to keep it, if you want to keep somebody away from you, you'd probably go, I Stinko.
No, they would say, apeste culo.
Cacao. You got to do the cacao.
Ooh, apeste culo, cacao.
I don't know. To apeste culo means you have a smelly ass, but I have no idea what the cacao means. And you got to say it like cacao.
Cacao means you pooped your pants.
Cacao.
Yes.
If David Rosario is watching, he'd know exactly what cacao
Yeah,
means.
my mom would say you only have to say tu apeste culo because you smell like you smell like ass, but tu apeste culo cagao means you smell like ass that after you pooped yourself.
Cacao means like wow.
Cacao.
Like
You
when I
pooped
hear
yourself.
like tu apeste culo cacao, it means
Cacao.
like cacao. It's like oh cacao, like run for the hills. It's cacao.
Cacao.
Cacao sounds like something we would eat at like an Asian restaurant. You know, you'd have it at a Thai place. I'll have the tu apeste culo cacao.
I'll have the culo cagao and the pad thai, please.
Does that come with beef noodles? Oh my God. Can I have some hot herbal tea with my cacao?
With my culo cagao.
Cacao. Oh, but as you can see, nothing has changed, folks, because we are keeping this show, our podcast, very positive.
Positive, yes.
Even though
there's enough negative out there, we want positive.
And because, Pat, I've been struggling with positivity.
Yes.
Not that I'm suffering from a lack of positivity, but trust me, I am not. But what I am struggling with is finding stories because I went to Twitter last week.
And this has been going on for a while now.
This has been going on for quite a while.
And this is another one. After you answer whether you like Mr. Stinko or I Stinko better for our mascot, go on to Twitter.
I'm going there now. Let's see. I'm going there now. Go on Twitter. This is an
experiment, a social experiment.
A social experiment. I want you all to go out to Twitter, and I want you to hit your category. So I'm hitting the category fun.
Fun
now,
category.
Last week,
for several days,
and several days thereafter, there was nothing in the Twitter feed. It had an error, like you have come back later. Come back later. There is
nothing
news.
To see here.
Nothing to see here. So nothing fun was happening last week. Now today we have the best virtual attraction in every state.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Coronavirus won't stop South Korea's first ever female barber. This isn't fun.
Okay.
Your state's favorite vegetable. Yes, vegetable.
Okay, you noticing that most of the stuff isn't even that fun?
They're not even that fun. No.
First South Korean barber? I mean, I thought that they were much more progressive than
your
that.
State's favorite fast food during quarantine. That's old. We did that.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
I mean, nothing. There's nothing fun. Cats. Okay, I like cats just like you all.
So
like
we
cats.
need to call up Twitter and say, you know what? You need to put us at the top of your fun category because we're fun. You're the CEO of fun.
Exactly.
Right? And
I can come up with some like tu beste culo cacao.
Cacao is fun.
Cacao is fun.
Yeah.
Cacao. You know, so even in the acting category under entertainment, there's nothing exciting to report in the entertainment
it's all
category.
Negative stuff.
It's not negative. It's just like Michael Corleone said this and Michael Corleone said that, so I said yeah, sure.
Wow.
it's
for you people that don't know, that was a Godfather line and you're like, what the hell is Godfather 2. Yes, that was during the Senate hearings.
Yes, with Frank Pentangeli.
Pentangeli.
And his brother came.
And his brother, that's right. He came from Sicily,
and
right?
His brother could have been big, you know, in Sicily.
Could have had his own
family. But yes, nobody taught his brother how to dress. Apparently, his brother looked like he came down from the Swiss Alps of Italy.
Yeah.
He had a little like village outfit. Like he didn't look badass. Yeah. He didn't look gangsta. He looked like, you know, like,
I think Wardrobe said, make him look like a farmer who's coming.
Wardrobe made him look like the Swiss Miss.
Yeah,
he came.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, well, it wasn't good for old Frank Pentangeli's brother. I'll tell you that. And then he went back to Italy because Kay wanted to know what happened and
jumped right back on the plane and said, "I'm done."
Just went to support his brother.
And the family is good. That the order of the family is good.
Yes.
And I forget how they said it in Italian.
Yes, la familia.
Esposto. I think he said esposto.
Tu esposto. Esposto. He didn't say cacao.
Not cacao. He should have said tu culo cacao.
Tu culo. It's so funny to
culo
have
cacao.
Stinko is like right on your mic.
Full. I know. He's like blocking me. I can duck behind him and just kind of look over like I'm hiding from somebody. But I'm just hiding behind Mr. Stinko. I like Mr. Stinko better.
I like I Stinko. I Stinko.
I Stinko. I Stinko's a statement. Mr. Stinko's a name. I'm just saying. That's just me.
So what else is new, Pat?
Other than I Stinko?
We don't have any video today to show people of us buying I Stinko.
No, because we wanted to keep that. Well, it really wasn't a secret. I mean, we kind of.
Well, we told everybody. We kind of hinted that we were.
We let the cat out of the bag, or we let Pepe Le Pew out of the bag.
Although Pepe Le Pew, as rapist, got a lot of great comments.
Yes,
and it was all true, by the way. That's entertainment right there.
There was some sexual assault going on with old Pepe. He was a little inappropriate. Let's say that was way before the Me Too movement. Let's say, he was,
But we have great news to report to everybody. So great news.
Awesome news.
Coming out of Netflix.
Yes, Netflix.
Do you know what I was going to say?
I know.
Cobra Kai.
Wax on, wax off, baby.
Cobra Kai. Wax on, wax off is coming to Netflix. Now, I don't know what month it's coming on, but we are going to get to see Cobra Kai on Netflix. Super excited. Great show. If anybody has not watched Cobra Kai, shame on you. If you
That's what you should be binge watching.
Yeah, if you like the Karate Kid movie, it's an amazing show. It picks up with Johnny and Daniel-san, and it's amazing. It's such a fun. It's a very well done. William Zabka, he's great, absolutely great. Love William Zabka. Definitely one of my man crushes. Cobra Kai, William Zabka.
And he was, and I mean, let's face it, the epitome of the '80s sort of teen villain.
Yeah,
like he was the villain in so many movies, and I think every role. I mean, Back to School, he was a great villain.
He played Chaz, right?
Chaz,
yeah,
yes, he was the bad guy, obviously in the Karate Kid movies, and he just was the epitome of the sort of rich kid who was just a bully.
And really, in Karate Kid, he only appeared in Karate Kid 1.
And they had flashbacks of him, I think, in two
and
3. 2 and 3, yeah.
2 and 3, because
they showed scenes after.
Which was 2 is where he goes to
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, 3 is where he comes back and fights again for
the Terry Silva.
Yeah, Terry Silva.
Terry Silva is in 3. Wait, right? And then 4 was the girl.
The girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
The girl, and then they rebooted it with the Will Smith's kid, right?
Yes,
and Jackie Chan,
which was a horrible idea because first off, he was way too young to play the part. He was like elementary. You're talking
about Will Smith's kid?
Yeah, he was way too young to play the part. It's supposed to be a high school kid, and he wasn't high school age. And this Karate Kid. Do you know what?
No, I do not know.
Jackie Chan. He's a kung fu. He's kung fu master. He doesn't do karate.
So did he teach him kung fu or did he teach him karate?
Exactly.
I never saw the movie, so honestly, it never appealed to me. I liked the original. I loved it.
I saw the second one and it didn't hit the mark.
This new Cobra Kai though is amazing, you guys. You guys got to definitely check it out. I mean, especially we're up to season 3 of Cobra Kai. Now, the one show that I have not heard about yet, and whether it's coming back, but I did hear it was coming back, was Glow. The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Which is very well done. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to like it. It's a very well done series.
Yeah, it's all about the history, and some of it's true, but a lot of it's not, of how the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling kind of got started. And it's very well done show. As a matter of fact, 2 of the people on the show were actually nominated for Emmy Awards.
Really?
I believe it was the 2 lead characters. The girl, the brunette,
the blonde girl?
The blonde girl who played, Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell. She's like the Hulk Hogan. She's the Liberty Bell. And then the Russian, the girl played the Russian, obviously. The main character. Those are the 2 main characters. But Mark Maron, wow. What an actor. Mark Maron. He's great.
He was great.
He's not only a great podcaster, but he's obviously a great actor.
And a stand-up comedian.
I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian.
In fact, that's where he started. In fact, that's what's funny is he spent decades as a stand-up comedian and had a reasonably good career. He really did. He's had specials and stuff like that. But more people know Mark Maron from his acting and his podcast.
Yeah, and I've never really...
They're like, oh, he's a stand-up comedian. I'm sure he hates hearing people saying, oh, I didn't know you did stand-up. that's really what he's known for.
We have Netflix. So is he on Netflix? I mean, I guess if we Google, we could YouTube anything. I mean, you're watching our show. It's on YouTube.
He's had a lot of parts in different movies recently. What did we just see Mark Maron on recently? And I'm having a brain fart. There was something he was recently on. He played like what were we watching? And was it the Wrong Missy? Was it the new?
It might have been the Wrong Missy. Yeah. By the way. You like
very good movie.
It was really good. The Wrong Missy was really good.
If you haven't seen it on Netflix, the Wrong Missy, it's a great comedy. We laughed our asses off. It wasn't too hacky, although the storyline is predictable. Let's just say, but the comedy within it was really funny, and then the acting was really well done.
Yeah. I think he was in there. Because I'm trying to think of what we recently watched together that's pretty current.
Yeah, it was like, he's just like one of the guys in there, you know?
Yeah, because we watch stuff, but we watch.
We work a lot.
We work a lot. So I mean, honestly, I got to watch my wrestling. I mean, everybody knows wrestling is number one. And I haven't been watching Days of Our Lives that much because I've just been bored with Days of Our Lives. But it's on tape, so if I want to watch it, I can see it. But wrestling...
It's on tape? You transferred it to tape?
Well, I meant on DVR.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it DVR? Are we still calling it DVR? What are we calling it? The cloud?
It is, but it's on the cloud, so it's not even...
The cloud?
It's not even on a disc anymore. It used to be on a local hard drive. It's not even on
that anymore. So, and episodes of Seinfeld and, some good YouTube shit, though. There's some really good YouTube stuff. Like, last night we were watching where the Three Stooges were buried.
Yes, absolutely. And they showed all 6 of the Three Stooges, although really only 4 of them were of note. The other 2 Joes, Joe Bessie and Joe
Curly.
The Curly Joe DeWitt, I think is or something, or I forget. But those were the last 2 guys that really weren't all that great. And they were really at the end when the guys were in their later years, and it wasn't as funny. But we did get to see the pilot for the one movie that never was released because that's when Larry had the heart attack, the stroke, yeah. And you could tell it was in the 60s because they were driving a 60s van, and the production was very 60s.
And the tape, they said, was like crinkly and like...
Yeah, it was shot on Super 16 millimeter film, and I think the master was cheap master, and it was lost, and they had some prints that were transferred over to Super 8, which is not very good quality. That was a consumer basically format like VHS back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. So the quality was really bad, but it was still good seeing them. It was good seeing, that last, and they still did the same goofy stuff.
I don't get it. I just don't get the whole Three Stooges. They make me nervous. I mean, they really do. People getting old people hitting themselves in the head, like the eyes, and
you either get it or you don't. The
grabbing their nose, and the greatest thing grabbing ever, the nose and then hearing.
Well, wait, they still get you to laugh out loud on more than one occasion.
Well, there was one episode that we saw
with the Jack.
Was that? Oh, that was fucking hysterical. That guy's head's going boing, 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 boing. No, that was funny.
They do some silly stuff.
I don't care who you are. That's funny, right?
That's funny. Right, Mr. Stinko? Hey, don't touch his butt.
I know. I might get sprayed.
Apeste culo.
Cacao. And then another really good Netflix show that people, if they're into the macabre, I would tell you that Hollywood Graveyard.
Yes.
Very well produced. Hollywood Graveyard is a wonderful YouTube show if you got a thing for like old celebrities.
Where everybody's buried.
Like me, I love it. Drop me off in a cemetery in Hollywood, but there's got to be stars there, and I will be there for hours. I could walk around a cemetery by Paramount, Hollywood Forever. I bought a $5 map a few years ago, and I just wandered around that cemetery. I must have did 20,000 steps. And there are celebrities everywhere, but you got to find them there. When you go to the Westwood Cemetery, that's like walking into a buffet. They are everywhere. The minute you walk in, there's Don Knotts, Ava Gabor,
Marilyn Monroe,
Marilyn Monroe, Burt Lancaster. Who's there? Stallone's kid is there. Florence Henderson is there. Hugh Hefner right above Marilyn Monroe.
That's right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Robert Loggia is there.
That's right.
And one of the dudes from MASH, was it Wayne Rogers? He died, right?
Yes,
Wayne Rogers. Yeah, he's the, I mean, everywhere you look down, there's Bob Crane, Hogan's Heroes, Richard Dawson, Natalie Wood. I mean, the stars are out. It's better than Largo.
Largo, darling.
It's better than Largo. Now, if you can get one of these celebrities to talk to you, well, there you go. That would be a whole different story.
Then they could really sell tickets. Talk to Marilyn Monroe.
I just
$49.95.
Farrah Fawcett, Rodney Dangerfield, and they're buried together. They are buried side by side.
That's right.
Peter Falk.
On purpose.
Peter Falk Columbo is there.
Yeah. In fact, Hugh Hefner intentionally, I think he paid extra too, to have the crypt space above Marilyn Monroe because he wanted to make sure that he was buried above Marilyn.
Well, originally there was a guy there, just a regular fan that wanted that, and so now I'm not sure though, Pat. I think I'm wrong. I think
you're wrong. Was it or just a guy that paid for above to be above Marilyn?
Hugh Hefner is buried next to Marilyn. They're side by side because when she died, he immediately bought that crypt. So he's on the side of her. The guy who's above her
was buried facing down, right?
Is a fan, and he is buried facing down, so he can rest on top of Marilyn Monroe.
There you go.
And his wife was going to sell it, and then they wound up not selling it. Not selling her
because she was jealous. I'm not sure how you could be jealous of basically a skeleton at this point, but
skeleton. Really? I would love. I know it'd be a great show. Let's exhume the bodies of the rich and famous.
Oh, I'm sure that'd go over great. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look what we're watching on TV now. I mean, all this reality TV. A few years ago, Geraldo Rivera opened up Al Capone's vault. Why don't we open up Marilyn Monroe's?
That was like
crypt?
30 years ago. But yeah, okay.
Imagine that would be great. Oh, come on! People
I don't think the families would be
too
happy about that.
Her family's dead. Who's around?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's give money to her favorite charity and let's reopen Marilyn Monroe's crypt. What does the body look? It must stink. To a best at Google.
What do you think of that, Mr. Stinko?
I think it's a great show.
Mr. Stinko says no.
Instead of lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
Death styles of
the rich. And I mean, imagine
how did they hold up after all these years?
How does that formaldehyde really look? Right. Talk about plastic surgery.
Then you open one up and it's empty. Dun, dun.
So dun dun dun. That's a good one, Pat. That one almost went right over my head. But what about, so you have a celebrity like a Marilyn Monroe who's had, let's say, breast implants.
Yeah.
If she's a skeleton.
I don't think she had breast implants.
But let's just say a famous
somebody who had breast implants.
Dorothy Stratton. I don't know. Anybody. A Playboy Playmate.
Yeah.
And by the way, Dorothy Stratton is buried at the Westwood Cemetery as well. So let's just say one of these famous Playboy Playmates who had breast implants dies.
Yeah.
And it's been 30 years. 40 years. How many years has Marilyn been dead? Probably 60, right? 62?
Yeah, she died in 62. So like
so let's say we get this famous person who dies in 62 that had some sort of breast implant. So when we pull them out of the casket and we open it up and their bones, are we going to see like empty?
Well, I'm sure they will have. They all have, everything has a half-life, so I'm sure it will have deteriorated to some point. How much I couldn't tell you. That
I have an old when under the wig bag. Remember the wig bag I have at the house? I have this wig bag. It's not. I don't have heads. I have bags. So I have this wig bag in our spare bedroom, and they keep on the top closet shelf where all the purple, the pinks, all the stuff that you guys have seen me wear during the pandemic, the wigs, they're there. Well, when I went to go grab the wig out of the bag, it was in like a blue, like a Smith's, like a shopping bag, that you get at the grocery store. Well, I guess it's gotten so hot over the years that the bag deteriorated. Deteriorated. And oh my God, it's like little flakes.
Yeah, it just falls apart. It dries out and falls apart.
The breast implants
could do the same thing. Yeah, because everything breaks down over time. Some things take a lot more time than others. Obviously, those are meant to be inside of somebody's body for decades and decades. A living body. So they're probably meant to last longer, but they're also supposed to be, they're also usually inside some sort of fluid, which is your bodily fluids. But so who knows how long those left? That would be an interesting, you kind of have to ask somebody who knew more about the half-life of breast implants to figure
Well,
that out.
I always said that if things don't work out for me here at Sight and Sound, I will go to work as a funeral director, because as you know, the first 3 words in the letters in the word funeral are fun.
And you could still be the CEO of fun, but it'd be more CEO of funerals, I guess.
Funerals.
CEO of funerals.
I can book the shit out of celebration of life parties. I mean, just think about that. Like people that are down in the dumps that they lost their loved one, but you got to do a celebration of life party. He loves yacht rock. He loved Joe Walsh, sentimental lady. It doesn't get any better than that, people. Play it for Grandpa. He'd love to hear some Joe Walsh, some Criss Cross. Celebration of life. That could be my next gig.
Absolutely.
Anybody who takes that, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. If anybody takes my idea, I'm coming after you, DJs that follow me, that may be watching this. But funeral, celebration of life parties.
That's right. And the people that we've done them for have loved them.
Yeah,
they absolutely love them.
We remember that last year we did 2 in a row, like back to back,
2
week
in 2
to
days.
week.
Yeah.
And they were great, and everybody loved them. And all we had to do is just play the deceased favorite songs.
Yeah,
that's it.
Everybody had.
Although the one had celebration of life had the Freddie Mercury impersonator.
Yes,
and he sang "Fat Bottom Girls."
Yep, that's right.
Yep. So again, when we talk about our weddings, we have the Elvis, we have the Sinatra. You could still do that at a celebration of life party, because if the deceased liked the Beatles, maybe you can hire the Beatle impersonators to perform at a celebration of life. And like I said, we put the fun in funeral.
That's right. That could be the new line.
We put the fun in funeral. I should call my friends up at the Palm now that I'm thinking about it. Palm Mortuary. I mean, I know they're really busy right now.
Yeah.
I should call them because they've already booked me for their holiday party.
That's right.
They have actually.
And we're going to put the fun in their party. That's
they love me. How do you think I get all these celebration of life parties?
Yeah.
Is because I'm their DJ for their holiday party every year, and they love it. They have a great time.
Why wouldn't they?
I have no idea.
They have you there.
They do have me there.
And maybe we can get them to allow Mr. Stinko in there.
Oh, well, definitely bring in Stinko to the photo booth, because hopefully by December we can touch things again.
That's right. Hopefully by then
I haven't touched something in a really long time. Woohoo! Woo! All I know, Pat, is I'm waiting for that hug.
Yeah, I know.
And should he be afraid?
Very afraid. Very afraid.
And you
run.
And you have given me permission to.
I'll watch and laugh as I see the look of fear in his eyes. I'm just being honest.
Love it. I have my husband's permission to grope.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. That is the one thing I'm looking. Pat, tell everybody you had real quick before we go. This dream you had.
I had a dream. I did have a dream.
He did have a dream last night.
I had a dream, and it was one of those things. When you have a dream where the person in your dream, you don't even remember who it was, because it may not even be somebody you know. It was just.
So it wasn't me, folks.
No, it was. I don't even remember who it was, but I just remember going up to them saying, "Oh, it's okay to hug now," and being able to hug somebody, and going, "Oh, this is awesome." So it's like this weird thing. It's like something you just took for granted before, and now all of a sudden you're having dreams like, "Oh, it's great! I get to hug somebody now." And the person was obviously not even important, because I don't even remember who the hell it was.
Was it male or female?
I don't remember. I don't even remember that.
Was it Gary?
No, it wasn't Gary. I don't think it was Gary. I would have remembered Gary.
Were you feeling the rush?
Woo! Feel the rush.
Feel the rush. That's what I'm hoping for, folks.
Anyway.
That and Drew McIntyre.
Drew.
I'm telling you, I am waiting online. I don't care how many hours. We've already made plans. This is the one thing I'm looking forward to. Next year, WrestleMania. It's myself, Pat, DJT, and Roman. We're getting in the van and we're going to go to WrestleMania weekend. We're going to go to Fan Access and WrestleCon. Those are the two things I definitely want to go to. WrestleCon and Fan Access. WrestleMania, I'll go. I mean, if I get a good deal on a ticket, but it's cool. There's nothing like watching a live event with 80,000 people and everybody's quiet too. You get yelled at if you talk. Shh.
Well, until they start chanting stuff, then you have to chant.
Oh, yeah, you're all doing. Everybody's doing them.
Yes.
And it's really funny because you'll see people that you think are too cool to do like the moves. Like you're like, these people are too cool. They're not going to do yes. Or, chant, you suck. You suck. They're not going to do it. But sure enough, like the lawyer sitting behind you is like the biggest fan going, you suck. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't expect to hear that from him.
Whoa.
So it's fun. But yes, I am looking forward to standing on a line, and I don't care how many hours it takes. My hands, Drew McIntyre is going to get these hands. He's going to get them.
That is very much a wrestling term.
I'm not going to watch. I am not going to wash these hands.
You just scared Mr. Stinko.
He should be
afraid.
Almost
knocked him off.
And I will not wash these hands.
On that note, thank you for watching another exciting episode of Mr. Stinko, or I Stinko, version of
Next
Staying
week
Up with
we'll
Pat
have
and
the
Jodi.
real name.
We'll figure it out. You guys are going to have to vote and let us know what you like better, I Stinko or Mr. Stinko. I'm going with Mr. Stinko. She likes I Stinko better. We're going to have to have a vote and see what the popular vote.
I Stinko.
Wow.
I'm just
And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel and to put on the little notification bell. Make sure so you get notifications because we come on at different times. It's usually Wednesdays, but we come on at different times. So you can get the notification. You can have fun and hang out.
Yeah, because Nancy didn't know if we were still doing the shows. Nancy,
that's right.
Who last time we saw Nancy was on an island somewhere in the
off the coast of New Zealand.
Off the coast of New Zealand
with 8 other people.
Yes, with 8 other people. So she didn't know if we were back or not.
Yeah.
So Nancy,
she didn't know if she was back or not. Wasn't enough people there.
I wonder if she's still there. No, I heard she's back.
Okay.
She came back.
She got off the island.
Well, everybody in New Zealand tested negative, so she's back.
Yeah, she was kind of like Gilligan. She's off
the Gilligan Islands.
The Gilligan Islands.
That's where we're going to go next vacation.
The Gilligan Islands.
The Gilligan Islands. With that note, have a great one.
Have a great one. See you next week on another exciting episode of Staying Up with Mr. Stinko.
Uh-oh, the tail's up.
Uh-oh.